earning his muckers. Drive to the net is a big plus for the Stampede. And there's a great move. It doesn't go in. Carlson standing his ground all the way. LeMay takes it wide. Nothing fancy. Cerrone right in front of that goal again. He's taken down. But that's what Buffalo has to do. That's their forte.
Got to be able to go. I want you to keep moving your body like this in front. And that way the goalie. Lenny, I want an umbrella. Beccarelli high. Umbrella.
Very interesting point there by Chris McSorley. He told Big Craig Martin, the man who'll be screening in front, not to stand stationary. Otherwise, the goaltender will make it easy. He'll be able to see. He just said, rock back and forth a little bit. There's Big Craig Martin. If they win this faceoff, he'll go right to the front of the net and try to have some movement at the same time as screening the goaltender.
He said he wants an umbrella. Jim, there's not a leaky ceiling here at the auditorium, is there?
I don't think so.
I think what he wants is one guy in front and then three sort of in a circle up top, an umbrella formation. Bergeron comes in, shoots! Oh, he almost got it by the goaltender. Carlson, who may have got a piece, lost the stick and made the stop. Beccarelli tried to thread one through, and Valasevic played him tough. Nicely done. Minute to go in the penalty. Valasevic still on Beccarelli. Bergeron will grab it. Chris Bergeron. He'll turn 24 in November. Beccarelli shot wide of the net. Downey goes after it. Stolen by Socio, the giveaway. Bergeron with a chance. Tries to set up Beccarelli. Two players go on top of him. Valasevic steals. Up to Downey. 2-on-1 chance, shorthanded. Downey, they let him come in. He scores a shorthanded goal. Beccarelli was watching the other player, Valasevic. He was giving the goaltender the shot, and Matusi could not stop it.
That's a custom-made 2-on-1. The Stampede give it up right there. Beccarelli can't really thread that pass through. Now the 2-on-1 develops. Watch Downey, how patient he is. He rocks back and forth a couple of times. Beccarelli actually takes away the pass. That's his job. And the goaltender just caught moving. Reverse angle look. Now we'll get to see Valasevic is open. But Beccarelli took away the pass, and the goaltender was still moving. Good look there. You could see that Bertuzzi was not set in his position. Downey picked up that point, knew the goaltender was in trouble, and shoveled it home.
We played up Beccarelli's offensive prowess. Well, Jerry St. Cyr's got 34 points, 35 now, 17 goals. And Downey is third in the league, and he's right out there with 33 points. Shot by Bergeron wide, and also you notice that two Rage players were out up top, and they were watching Beccarelli, and that not only was a great defensive play, it set up the shorthanded goal. Bergeron, Corriveau, they work it back and forth. Into Socio, Martin bothering the goaltender in front. Per coach's instructions, stopped by the goaltender Carlson, and Martin is shoved aside by Jerry St. Cyr. The power play is up. It was Portland tallying with Buffalo having the advantage. And now the Rage lead 5-1 inside 5 minutes in the second quarter of Game 2.
If you think aftershave has to hurt to work, then you're probably getting burned, because you sure aren't using one with cooling Sensates. Sensitive from Old Spice. It's more than a great scent. This is real refreshment. Want proof? Put your aftershave here. Put Sensitive here. If this doesn't take the sting out of aftershave, call 1-800-PROVE-IT and they'll buy you a bottle of yours. Come on. Take the Sensitive Challenge from Old Spice. You're going to feel a whole lot better about aftershave. I do.
Great action to shock. Full highlight.
He just could go all the way. NFL Primetime, Sunday at 7 on ESPN.
From the auditorium in Buffalo, New York, you are watching Game 2 of the Roller Hockey International Championship Series between the Buffalo Stampede and the Portland Rage. Buffalo leads the series 1-0 after winning Game 1 in Portland by the score of 11-8. Buffalo needs only to win Game 2 to win the title. Portland needs to win not only Game 2, but then force the minigame and win that one as well. We'll move ahead to further action when we return to the auditorium in Buffalo after these commercial messages.
Goodyear announces all Wranglers on sale for pickups, 4x4s, and vans. And that's not all. Save 25% on selected passenger and performance radials. Sale ends September 17th at participating Goodyear retailers.
The 3M Filtrete Clean Air Filter gets more of the small stuff that's in your air out. Stuff an ordinary furnace and air conditioner filter would miss. Like more of the dust, more of the pollen and mold, more of these particles that could irritate your allergies. It even gets more animal dander. Try the Filtrete Clean Air Filter. It gets more of the aggravating things in your air out. Even smoke. Look for the 3M Filtrete Clean Air Filter wherever you buy furnace or air conditioner filters.
To soothe athlete's foot, Desinex does it. But to cure athlete's foot, Desinex does it. Only Desinex has UDA to both soothe the discomfort and kill the fungus. To soothe and cure, Desinex does it all.
We're down on the bench with a man who was right in the middle of the action, Craig Martin. Craig, tell us about that last play setting up in front.
Well, just trying to throw new things at him because, last game we did different things and just try to crash the net, make the goalie work a little harder than he is. And it's fortunate for the goalie that the puck hit me in the shin or it could have been in net.
Chris Massorley brought up an interesting point. He asked you to rock back and forth instead of standing still. What does that do?
I think it's just like the momentum, like the movement of your body, like throw the goalie off here. He doesn't know where you're going to go. He's trying to outguess you and move the other way so he can get a sight on the puck, and you never know, he might squeak one in.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Craig Martin says he's still searching for his best hockey moment of his life. Well, I think tonight he may find it if Buffalo can either win Game 2 or the mini game and take the RHI championship in their inaugural season. Nemeth, a nice move, but it shot off the stick and up into the crowd and out of play. Well, the two coaches here have a great rivalry, McSorley and Black. They coached it against one another last year, and McSorley won that battle with Anaheim. Black's trying to win it this time around.
On the other side or something?
Exactly. When I saw Chris in Portland, I said, get out of my way. You're always in my way. I mean, just last season, he was just down the road and in my way to get the championship, and now he moves clear across the country. He's in another division. The guy's still in my way. So we're going to have to move him. We're going to have to move him out of the way, forcibly eject him, get him out of the way, and take this championship.
Not easy to do. As we mentioned, McSorley won back-to-back titles at Toledo of the East Coast League. An offside on Buffalo. And he won last year in the RHI, so he's going for his 4th title. Wow. And one reason why that very talented coach, the brother of Los Angeles King Marty McSorley, is headed off a step up to the IHL in Las Vegas.
And he always gives a lot of credit to his players. The player's so important. He feels he really gets a good team that plays well together. But his players come back with compliments. They always talk about the close-knit teams that Chris McSorley plays with.
Well, you can see the intensity in that good close-up. Breakaway chance, Slivchenko taken down from behind. Possible penalty shot here, I would think. Nemeth is whistled. Let's see if the referee calls it. Slivchenko was on a breakaway. Was it clear enough for a penalty shot? Was he away enough from Nemeth to cause the penalty shot?
Slivchenko will just pick up a loose puck. It's a bouncing puck. Now watch Slivchenko, the best skater. He breaks away one little hook. Then the second one there gets him a little bit underneath the shoulder. But it appeared to me that Nemeth hooked, then let go. You see him let go there. Oh, yeah. That's when you can tell the dive happens. The stick all of a sudden lets go, and that's exactly when the player goes down. Smart play by Slivchenko. He drew that penalty. At the same time, he knew he really wasn't going to get a good scoring chance, so he took the dive, and the referee bought it.
Rimshaw obviously talking with the referee now about a penalty shot or not, but I don't think it's going to happen. Nemeth is going off. Jim, you agree with that call?
I agree with the call because I don't think there was any real daylight with Slivchenko. Nemeth always had him within at least a stick range to reach out. So the daylight usually is the prerequisite to be called for the penalty shot.
Well,
Portland gets a penalty here, and they'll get a chance to go on that power play. They move it around so well.
Hey, his first hook helped him keep that daylight narrowed down.
He said he wasn't in the clear.
And you can hear the bench.
Well, he got away from him, and then he hooked him again.
The guy, that's what he said out there, because I said, that's a breakaway, that's a penalty shot. He said he never got in the clear.
All right, so there you heard it right from the bench, the same conversation going on, and it goes against Portland. But sometimes the difference is not that great because you score about 50-some-odd% here in the power play in the RHI. Shot wide by Rimshaw, and generally they say the advantage goes to the goaltender in the penalty shot. Shot, score, was batted at and knocked in as St. Cyr hit it in front, and Buffalo was very sloppy in front of their own net. And it's now 6-1 Portland.
You see the gritty part of St. Cyr's character come out right there, because he's not afraid to go where the traffic is. Two guys behind the goal line setting up. This is a normal power play setup. Then it comes out front. St. Cyr will come out from behind the goal. They work on this power play all the time. Look at St. Cyr. He's not going to get it the first time, but he whacks away. Finally finds that loose puck. Another good look at it. St. Cyr's not that big. Look at him climb in behind one of the defensemen. John Blessman couldn't see him, and St. Cyr, that goal scorer's touch, picks up the loose puck.
Well, Portland has a step on Buffalo tonight, no doubt about it. And, we kind of saw this last week in Minnesota. A team that won Game 1 of the Eastern Final. Quick shot, score! Jay Neal quickly comes back. And this big crowd in Buffalo trying to roar and get the Stampede back in it. It's now 6-2 with plenty of time left.
We'll see what kind of effect that goal has, but if it's a close game and a goal like this goes in, it's deadly. The shot comes from a bad angle. Goaltender Carlson gets a piece of it, but certainly not enough. It trickles in behind him. The bad angle nature of this shot, this is a bad goal. Any goaltender will tell you. See, the traffic was not there as the shot came in. Goaltender saw it all the way, just a bad goal.
A big goal, too, for Buffalo. Now Downey, number 93, got a big first half, 3 assists and 1 goal. Still has the puck. This is their big line. They went against the Vecchiarelli line, I beg your pardon, in Game 1. And Vecchiarelli's line won that one, 10 goals to 7. Tonight they're against the other line. Corriveau in front, all alone. Neal off his foot. Now Waits gets it out to Corriveau again. 8:13 to go, 4-goal game now. Neal in front, save, rebound. And Downey bumps it away, but as he touches up, a penalty upcoming against Portland.
Talk about tempo. Now Buffalo's trying to establish the tempo. They're using the physical play. They continue to drive to the net. And Chris McSorley likes that action. He loves when his players go to the net.
You and Burge down low. Let's go.
Oh, change right there. Well, little discussion between Vecchiarelli and McSorley.
Neal up top. Box.
Usually Vecchiarelli plays up top on the box.
A lot of puck movement. Jay, I want Rick on that side.
You saw the little conference there between the goal scorer Vecchiarelli and the coach, and they decided that this man should play a little lower, down in the corner. They've taken away that pass to him at the top of the box on the power play. So if it's not working, you make some changes.
Vecchiarelli obviously was lobbying for some time with his head coach on the power play. He was not out there the last couple of chances, and the one time he was, they double-teamed him and scored a shorthanded goal by Downey at 6:26 of this quarter. Buffalo looking to get within 3. 3 minutes remain. Second quarter, 6-2 Portland, big chance Buffalo. Neal works into Bergeron. Tries the ram one, stop, Downey cannot clear it. Neal and Corriveau at the points. Bergeron back low. Corriveau shot, glove stop by Carlson. Comes right to Valasevic, and he hits the accelerator. Around Neal now one-on-one. He'll shoot it, and it goes wide. He's got a blast. Downey chips it in. Vecchiarelli knocked down. Downey comes away with it. Now chipped up by Bergeron and whacking in his Rimshaw. Corriveau a little bit slow, and Downey beat him to it.
Real aggressive up the floor by Portland on this penalty kill. They're not wasting any time getting right on Buffalo.
1:10 of the penalty. Bergeron, nice move in front. Bergeron waiting, and he's steered aside nicely by Downey. Corriveau into Vecchiarelli. Portland would love to keep the big shooter and that sharp angle. Score! Oh, even with that sharp angle, John Vecchiarelli can score, and he does, and it's 6-3. What a goal! How did that one go in? From a vicious angle to the left of the goalkeeper.
Normally you would call this a lucky goal by Vecchiarelli. He told McSorley he wanted to go down low. He looks up once, then just slides it towards the net. He knew exactly what he was going to do. The little look up by Vecchiarelli, he's going to get it back. Right here, he looks up, and the goaltender cheats. Carlson cheated. He was sliding across and watched the space open up. Reverse angle look, a great look there. Vecchiarelli waited his time. He told his coach to put him down low. It'll open things up. Sometimes the coach has to listen to the player. It works right there.
John Vecchiarelli has scored 23 goals, and you kind of get the idea that that one was as important as anyone. He's been held scoreless through almost the whole half here. Had a little battle with his coach about some playing time. And now he comes out and performs. Vecchiarelli will tell you that he'll look at the net when he shoots and waits for that goaltender to give him something to shoot at. That's what happened in that play. 6-3 now. Buffalo with 2 in a row with some momentum here as we wrap up the first half. Minute 40 to go. Bergeron and Corvo got the assist. Craig Martin has the puck. Martin, back pass, picked off by Slivchenko. The Russian over the line. Slivchenko in for Bashkirov. Nice move. Went in deep to Berdnikov. Now Stas at the point shot. Stop. Rebound left there. Sloppily by Bertuzzi. And it's batted over the net. Berdnikov. Across the surface. Henry goes after it. LeMay with a great open surface check on Slivchenko. Berdnikov coming in. Knocked down in front. Big check, though, by LeMay. The Russians are being hit, and they are being hit hard by Buffalo. Hendry dumps it out with 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Russians, Stas now hit hard by Vecchiarelli. Penalty maybe upcoming. It's going to be on Portland. Vecchiarelli goes after it. Vecchiarelli taken away by Rimshaw. And isn't it funny that the characteristics of Buffalo, known for taking a lot of penalty minutes, now seem to be going over to Portland. Another power play chance for Buffalo. John Vecchiarelli, he drew the penalty. And I'm not sure exactly why Mr. Stas was headed off there. Sergei Stas getting a holding penalty, and Vecchiarelli will take it. Good chance here with 35 seconds remaining to score one more and get within 2. Portland led 4-0 after one, 6-1. With under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Buffalo right back in it. Stampede 2 for 4 in the power play so far. Corvo comes in, down low. Vecchiarelli looked for Bergeron in front, blocked nicely by Rimshaw, and it's dumped out with 10 seconds to go. Corvo looks up at that clock, now at 10. Corvo into Vecchiarelli with 8. Back to Neal, 6 on the clock. Across the surface, Corvo shooting high over the net. 2 seconds on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. Well, Buffalo has to feel a little bit better about things coming back in the end of that second quarter, thanks to goals by Jay Neal and John Vecchiarelli. As you see, Vecchiarelli and Rimshaw, they had some words in that first half. 2 big players for each team. And those emotions carrying over. A lot on the line tonight, not just pride and not just the championship. As you see, McSorley.
Get out of here. Come on. Come on. Hey, Johnny. Let's go. Think about it.
McSorley's prized possession, and Vecchiarelli thinks better about it. Still some players milling around. The regular season, folks, is long over. Everything is on the line here tonight, including a lot of money. Should be a super second half as John Black heads off. Overall, a good first half indeed for his visiting Rage, who need to win Game 2 to force the mini game tonight. At the half, Portland Rage with 4 in the first, adding 3 more in the second. Buffalo with a few, and the score 6-3 after 24 minutes.
I can talk about the anatomy of a structure, but when they actually see it on tape,
something that captures the attentions of the students and brings them to far and remote places.
And you can't really get that anywhere else but from cable television.
In a partnership of resources and technology, Cable in the Classroom, working with National Cable Networks, local cable systems, and America's schools, makes education come alive, promoting independent creative thinkers. Cable in the Classroom, television supporting education.
We've tried many different forms of advertising, from dinner placemats to the radio. Our most effective advertising format is Comcast Cable. At Jabs Computers, we specialize in helping small businesses and individuals with their computer needs. With cable, we are successful in targeting those customers.
Comcast Cable Advertising. It works.
They have a game in hand right now. They seem like everything is under control, but we're going to listen in here.
All right, guys, we're just going to continue to play our game. They're really pressing us deep. What we don't want is 4 guys retreating to our zone. They're going to come in. We're going to have 8 guys in a small area. We got to use the whole offensive zone to break out. Someone's got to stay high. Once you go high, if you don't get the pass, you come back. Then someone else loops out. Use the whole zone to break out. Okay? If you can't get the puck out on a direct pass, chip it out deep into their zone. Then it's a foot race to the puck, and we're a faster team. All right? That's the adjustment we're going to make. Number 2, when we're going to the net, into their zone, I want someone driving the net. We got to stretch these slower defensemen. We're faster than they are. We're better shooters than they are. We have to create space lengthwise. Okay? Drive to the net. Look for the trailer if you can't get it to the guy going to the net. All right? Other than that, we're playing fine. Don't lose your heads or the physical play. Okay? Play our game, move the puck, move yourself. Do not stand around. We're going to beat their press. Everything's going to be fine. We're a better team than they are.
All right, John Black, the head coach. John, obviously you're talking about getting some room for your team. They're a better skating team. Tell us about the things you liked there in the first half. It went well.
Well, in the early part of the game, really took it to them. We created space for ourselves. Everyone was moving without the puck, both, lengthwise and width. Okay, we got to create that space. Got to get some depth into the attack. And we did that early. We shot the puck early. Now they're putting a lot of pressure on us in our zone, and there's this tendency to maybe I better be a little safe here and cover things up. No, you got to attack, and keep them on their heels. If they're on their heels, they're worried about keeping the puck out of their net instead of putting you on your butt.
Well, the coach wants them to do exactly what they did to get them here. I'm going to go over here to Jerry St. Cyr. We talked to him on the bench, Jerry. First half of that first quarter, pretty good, not too bad. Now your coach comes in, he's very intense. Do you guys think you have it in hand right now?
Well, in this game, you never got it in hand. It goes right to the final 2 minutes of the game, and we're doing well. We came out, strong. We came out hard like we had to, kept them off the board. But this game's far from over. We're going to start the second half with a penalty. We got to go from there. We're going to kill that and then keep playing strong.
Well, it's a team that wants to keep playing strong, but they have to get back on their game. Back up to you, Craig.
And talk about have to get moving. Jim Fox will move to that locker room. When we come back, we'll hear what the Stampede have to say. They trail by 3 on the home surface in Game 2 of the RHI Championship.
Football fans, get ready for Sports Illustrated's exclusive NFL Team Kickoff Kit. Free with your paid subscription to SI. Just tell us your favorite team.
Cowboys! Packers! 49ers,
and we'll give you more than ever before.
This is incredible! I love it.
Your Team Kickoff Kit starts with your official 1994 team video.
Free Cowboys video? Free Browns video?
If I got a free Giants video, I'll be the luckiest man in the world.
Oh, man! Where can I get it?
It's an inside look at your favorite team. Brought to you as only Sports Illustrated can.
And ain't no surprise!
Your Team Kickoff Kit also brings you this authentic NFL team cap free. It's an unbelievable football package that no real fan can be without. Call now. Use your credit card. And you'll get 54 issues of SI for only $1.47 an issue. Save over 50% off the cover price. And your incredible Team Kickoff Kit is free. Nobody gets you into football like Sports Illustrated. Get into it.
Linguistics, physics, and of course, the humanities. Tomorrow, the Bearcats of Cincinnati whoop it up with the Hoosiers of Indiana at 12:30. ESPN's college football season. We're gonna ring your bell.
From the auditorium in Buffalo, New York, you are watching Game 2 of the Roller Hockey International Championship Series between the Buffalo Stampede and the Portland Rage. Buffalo leads the series 1-0 after winning Game 1 in Portland by the score of 11-8. Buffalo needs only to win Game 2 to win the title. Portland needs to win not only Game 2, but then force the minigame and win that one as well. We'll move ahead to further action when we return to the auditorium in Buffalo after these commercial messages.
Pringles Light has become Pringles Right Crisps. Still a third less fat, and now better taste than this. That's right! Got new Pringles
Grease the roofs right here, you see. That's right. It's gonna chip up Sam Pringles right crisp, the taste Bob's here. Pringles right crisp, the taste Bob's here.
When I got dentures, I decided they weren't going to stop me. And they haven't. I can get as close as I want in the morning and still feel as confident as I need to at lunch.
Even in the hottest liquids, when other adhesives stop holding, Fix-It-N holds stronger and longer.
Sure, I have dentures, but from morning to night, I don't have to give up a thing. Not a thing.
For the strongest, longest hold, Fix-It-N and forget it.
Lance Carlson, 21 shots, 18 saves in the first half. Interestingly enough, he tried out for Johnstown with Nick Vitucci back in 1988. Vitucci, 18 saves, 24 shots. You look at the man in the penalty box, Sergei Stas. And interestingly enough, Vitucci made the club. Carlson did not make the club. But Carlson, actually Nick was cut. Carlson made the club, and Nick went over to North Carolina and Winston-Salem and ended up beating Carlson in the ECHL final as he made the team for Winston-Salem back in 88-89. Shot angle shot again, Vecchiarelli stopped and dumped down. Wow, he'll shoot from anywhere.
You gotta believe with all that confidence, the puck is going in for him, so he's gonna shoot it anytime he gets it. He's way in there almost behind the goal line. He's still shooting.
Many of the players on each side know one another very well from the East Coast League, in minor league circles, and even growing up. Vecchiarelli dumps it back to Corvo. 11:23 to go. Third quarter. Across the surface. Quick shot by Neal wide with a funny bounce in the corner. And it's dumped down with 42 in the penalty. There's Corvo. Had a couple of assists to lead the way in that first half for Buffalo. Vecchiarelli, the big scorer. Back to Corvo. Back to Vecchiarelli. Unusual, Jim, that he would take that many shots in that tough angle. Corvo. Good shot there, but Carlson had a good look at it. They're setting up Vecchiarelli. One-timer shot! Oh, it was a blister wide of the net. Can you be overconfident with the shot? Let's see. Vecchiarelli again! Stop on the pan of Carlson. I know he would have reason to be overconfident. He should be. Knocked in offside on Buffalo with 3 seconds in the penalty. But I just wonder if he thinks that anything is going to go in, and he's taking some really poor angle shots.
I think what happens here, Craig, is one of the situations where keep going until the other team takes it away from you. Now, Vecchiarelli's down low. Portland must keep the game up tempo. Well, they've had a difficult time here to start. Obviously, they're killing a penalty. Be successful on the power play. Not too bad. Control Vecchiarelli. Early they did. Now he's starting to get away. Here's that last chance. This is not deep in the corner. This is his best chance of the game, and actually just nicks it off the toe of the goaltender Carlson. But Vecchiarelli knows, hey, I'm going to get the puck. They're going to come to me. If they overplay me, that's going to leave someone else open. Keep going to that play until they stop it.
Here comes Tom Nemethin. Defenseman number 16 steers one toward the net. Shuffled aside by Carlson. Nemeth now throws it out, batting it out, and Carlson goes into center field and makes the Willie Mays catch, and that's the end of the inning. 10:22 remaining in the third quarter. Portland now off to a fine start here in game two. They have to win this game to force the 12-minute minigame.
Hicks LeMay. Vecchiarelli Sosha. Hicks LeMay.
The next line is getting ready. The shifts are a little bit longer here in the RHI.
I think a lot of people feel that it's a smart skating type of game.
Craig!
Yes. Oh, he's talking to Craig Martin,
yeah, he's
right?
on the, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He wants that draw work.
John Hendry on the draw with Dennis Howland, who lost his stick on the faceoff. They'll have to go to the bench. Zaharov coming in, shooting through the legs and wide. Mike wants to say hi to Yuri Krivokizha of the Anaheim Bullfrogs, a friend from back home in Russia, watching the game tonight. Stopped by Komarov, who's caught. And Yuri and Anaheim upset by Portland in the Western Conference Final. A bit of a surprise there.
It wasn't a surprise. It was the same type of situation. Portland, the skaters, going up a grinding team like the Anaheim Bullfrogs. Buffalo, the grinding type team. Zaharov skates off there for a little rest. There's John Black.
Come on! Wants to stick shit! Fucking hacking the shit out of us out there.
He certainly was not happy with the referee's calls. He feels that Buffalo is obviously going to try and do whatever they can to slow down his team. But one thing we touched on earlier in the game, Craig, I was just about to mention it. The Russian players, the skilled players on Portland, they're not afraid to go to the traffic. They get hit, they bounce right back up, stick their nose in there.
They got some good size, too, for the most part, with the exception of Slivchenko. Stas to the point, gave it away to Vecchiarelli. Bergnikov will go back defensively. Vecchiarelli tries to get an edge. Knocked off, nice pass, shot though wide by Socio. Well done by Vecchiarelli with eyes behind his head on that one.
Another interception by Vecchiarelli. He's intimidating the opposition. He's just getting a stick in the passing lane, and all of a sudden they pass it right to him.
Boy, he has that roller hockey kind of look, too, if you think about this kind of radical sport with the long hair coming out of the helmet. 30 years of age. And many say he's just a prototypical roller hockey player. Flashing in is Slivchenko. Can he motor on the wheels? Chopped away is Hicks. Getting at him. Vecchiarelli's got the puck. Socio waiting for the puck. He's got it. Socio coming in, waiting too long. Good back check by Bashkirov. Number 9. Andrei Bashkirov up to Bergnikov. He's bumped hard by Vecchiarelli. Again, Bergnikov, number 7. Bashkirov, number 9. Grew up in Siberia together. Also moved on to the ECHL together. And LeMay grabs it. And when they were going to sign Bergnikov, Bashkirov had to come along, otherwise they would not come. Bergeron coming in, shoots and scores! Chris Bergeron! He found the glove side, and Buffalo is within 2.
Breakdown by Portland, a 3-on-1 for Buffalo. And Chris Bergeron just told us at the halftime intermission he had it to start to look for offensive chances a little more. Take the pressure off Vecchiarelli. He gets it in on the 3-on-1. And look, he's in good shooting position there. He's right in the middle of the floor, so it's a good choice to pull the trigger. He was not forced to the outside at all, and he just rings it off the post. Chris Bergeron, one more look, finally. A lot of times when you're on that outnumbered attack, if you're the shooter, you're a little farther on a bad angle. You're closer to the boards, but Bergeron knew he had a good shooting position, kept going right towards the goal. That puts Buffalo back within 2.
Wow. Good shot by Bergeron. Didn't look like he had anything to shoot at on that short side, and he ranked it off the post. Real good clanker. Grimshaw taken down, penalty on Bergeron. One of those times where you kind of just reach in, and that stick grabs the wrong part. May have caught him up top by the way Grimshaw is moving. At least a 2-minute penalty of coming on Bergeron. And we'll check it out when we return to a very lively Buffalo Memorial Auditorium, hoping for a big championship night. As you see the stick got up high, Portland goes to the power play when we come back.
Debbie, these shots are fabulous. Beautiful, Debbie.
Hockey International Championship Series between the Buffalo Stampede and the Portland Rage. Buffalo leads the series 1-0 after winning Game 1 in Portland by the score of 11-8. Buffalo needs only to win Game 2 to win the title. Portland needs to win not only Game 2, but then force the minigame and win that one as well. We'll move ahead to further action when we return to the auditorium in Buffalo. Penalty. There are some major consequences.
Chris Bergeron reaches around right there, nicks Grimshaw right above the left ear, and Chris Bergeron gets a 5-minute major for high sticking. RHI, he's automatically out of the game. Also, a penalty shot is awarded on a major. There's a look at Jerry St. Cyr. He had 42 goals in the regular season, leading scorer. Maybe he'll be the man to take the penalty shot. That's got to kill you. Buffalo was getting right back in, and you see, Bergeron was just trying to hook. He wasn't going to try to create any kind of violent attack on the player. Just a hook, a little too high. Now Portland has a chance here on the penalty shot.
Grimshaw injured, so he will not take the penalty shot. That's really the tough thing about the rule. It looked like it was one of those, certainly penalties, but not a intentional penalty, and the consequences are just so strong, maybe even too strong. A penalty shot, a 5-minute major in a league where the power play has you score 45-50%. This is a tough situation here for Buffalo, plus they lose the services of Bergeron. Jerry St. Cyr will be the shooter, the leading goal scorer in the league this season with 42. St. Cyr cannot connect here. Missing the net as he came in on Vitusi, a big break for Buffalo, but There are 5 minutes left to kill off.
That's that double whammy. St. Cyr comes in, he looks up, he has it under control. He kind of faked a couple times, looks like he just shot wide. Vitusi, the goaltender, will back in slowly. Look at the goaltender, establish the angle, then back up. There's a little bit of a room. Yeah, he just kind of hooked it off his stick there, and St. Cyr shot wide. Bergeron is out of the game. The 5-minute penalty, the major is still on the board. So this is a type of situation that's going to wear on Buffalo. Even if they get out of this, their penalty killers are going to expend a lot of energy here. They had the momentum going their way. The big penalty kills them.
Kind of a highlight effort there by St. Cyr, right?
Kind of hooked right on his blade, lost control.
Yeah, huge play, though, for Buffalo. Already looking into 5 minutes and the red numbers on the board. They did not want to stare at a 3-goal disadvantage that quickly. That's a big play on the penalty shot. Beccarelli now, he's so dangerous. Boy, if he could steal one, that could change the tune here. Bashkirov, number 9, works his way in. Nice back pass. You'll see some clever passing from the Russians. The Buffalo players say, boy, if you just keep them out, they'll pass all day, and they'll give them that. Uh-oh, Bashkirov getting in front, blocked by Janio nicely. In the corner, played by Zaharov. Back around Slivchenko, stolen by Beccarelli. That'll kill some time. 4:10 on the penalty. Bashkirov, a lot of room. Skate shoots. Oh, what a blast wide of the net. Buffalo will get a chance here. Beccarelli's got Neal. Hit the skate, though, of Slivchenko. Bashkirov 2-on-1. He's got Zakharov side and shot stopped by Vitusi. As Mike Zakharov or Zaharov, either way, stopped by the goaltender Vitusi.
Buffalo trying to take some chances here, and I don't think it's a bad idea. They're trying to create offense, but it's getting them caught. Earlier, there's the missed shot. Now watch Buffalo on the bounce. Beccarelli tries to go up the floor, so does Hicks, but they lose control right there, and there's the 2-on-1 coming back. Watch Vitusi, the goaltender. He slides and gets down. The shot is put up pretty high. Not a bad shot. Another look at this big save by Vitusi. This comes on the power play. And that Russian unit stays out here. The number 1 unit on the power play still on the bench.
Nice job by Neal to work it out. He's got a step on Slivchenko, shooting through the legs of Carlson, but it went wide. Neal goes after it. Buffalo's killed off about 1.5 minutes so far of the 5-minute major. So far, good effort. Here's Bashkirov coming in. Long shift for the Russians. Zaharov, left side. Bashkirov tees one up wide of the net. Slivchenko now, number 19. Makes the shot. Bashkirov. Slivchenko. Bashkirov shooting. Stopped off the pads. And dumped down. I feel like I'm in Russia calling the national team game here. Carlson quickly outlets. That would be offside if Downey touched it. Was it being delayed? No delay. Downey plays it. St. Cyr back. Bashkirov. St. Cyr now is on. 2:50 on the penalty. Slivchenko. Malachevic has just come on there. Good shooter. Top of that circle. Quick one-timer stopped by Vitusi. He was favoring Slivchenko's shot. 2:35 now on the penalty. Slivchenko goes down low. Bashkirov comes back up top. Beg your pardon, that's Downey. He's checked by Hendry. Now St. Cyr with a chance. Chris shot. Stop. Save. Rebound. Nothing. Vitusi made the stop. 2:24 on the penalty time.
Jerry St. Cyr going to the wrist shot again. Vitusi holding his ground here. 2:24 on that penalty. It's a major penalty. And goaltending sometimes is your best penalty killer. The puck moved around pretty well by Portland. They're known for it. And there's that wrist shot. St. Cyr not afraid to use the wrist shot. The puck was loose there. That's why the Portland players were banging at it. St. Cyr stays out there. The Russian unit played the first half of this major. And I don't think that's a bad idea either, Craig. I think John Black, the head coach of Portland, doesn't want to wear out his players, his number 1 unit. It's not an urgent situation yet, so give everyone the ice time. Perhaps looking forward to that 12-minute mini game if his team indeed wins this game in regulation.
Jim, think what could have happened so far if Portland scored on the penalty shot. They've already had 2:36 in the power play with nothing. So far, Chris McSorley's got to be incredibly thrilled with what has happened on this major penalty. This could have been a 3, 4, 5 goal. You never know. In 5 minutes with a man advantage. So far, His team has done well. Dallas 7.
Portland has to get something out of this. They can wear down Buffalo all they want, but still, they have to put the nail in the coffin by scoring a goal here.
Keep in mind, the player will not come out either. Dallas 7, quick shot stopped. They're kind of bunched up there. Rimshaw has it inside 2 minutes of the penalty. Quick pass, but a sharp angle. Downey was not in good position, and Buffalo rags some more time at least. Jay Neal. Nick's working it back to Bertuzzi. Nick cannot clear it out. A little bit sloppy there. Buffalo cannot afford not clearing it. Dallas 7's got that great shot. Stopped in front by the Buffalo D. They'll get it out this time. 1:30 on the penalty. Wow, this would be a major uplift for Buffalo. Neal, goalie out of the net. He fell down. Neal shoots, scores, and Hicks. Alex Hicks as Carlson fell down. And Buffalo doing the unthinkable, not only killing off the major, but scoring a short-handed goal.
The biggest asset of the Portland Rage is killing him. The power play. Carlson takes the chance. Now he has time to get back as he tries that little pivot. There he goes down, and Alex Hicks jumps right in and bangs it off the boards. Not really a big chance, but you see there why coaches never want to see their goalies out of the net to handle a puck. Carlson falls down in a short-handed goal. That would be one of the biggest turnarounds. With this major penalty, everything was happening for Portland, and Buffalo's crowd now able to get back into this game. That will be a big part. 1:20 remaining in the major penalty. Portland has to do something here. Otherwise, Buffalo, the momentum will be all their way.
We've been informed that Bergeron will be able to play in the minigame. Quick shot, score! And Portland gets it right back. Andy Rimshaw with a wrist shot. And still 1:12 on the penalty, stemming a flow of 4 straight Buffalo goals. And a power play tally here for Portland.
Something Portland had to do. They did it. They went to Rimshaw. The setup, a man in front for the screen. Keep it simple. The quick wrist shot again. Portland's been going to that tonight. The wrist shot is unloaded. Balasevic, a little fake shot. And that quick play. The screen is in front. Watch the reaction of Bertuzzi, the goaltender. He felt he was screened. He kind of looks out. He waves his arms a little bit. He's a little upset. He couldn't pick up the puck quick enough. It got by him.
Rimshaw, who knows Bertuzzi, they grew up in the same area, played against one another as youngsters. And I'm sure he'll remind Nick of that one. Balasevic, quick shot. Hey, Buffalo not out of the woods yet. With 52 in the penalty. They don't want to ruin what they may have gotten here, an even 1-1 situation on a 5-minute major. Plenty of time left for more Portland offensive chances. Rimshaw, quick shot, St. Cyr, again from a sharp angle, and cleared down by Buffalo. 35 seconds remaining on the penalty to Bergeron. 3:55 in the third quarter. Portland in black needs to win this game and the minigame to win the championship. Buffalo needs only a win in game 2. Socio working it out. 20 seconds in the penalty. Puts it down. 3:40 to go. Balasevic and St. Cyr getting assists on Rimshaw's 11th goal of the playoffs. 7 on the penalty. Balasevic comes in, across the surface. Rimshaw throws it down low. Downey is a man in front, St. Cyr. Penalty is up. Good job by Buffalo. Vecchiarelli now comes out, man ahead. They're going to go to him. Out of the box. Score! Is it Cerrone? Jason Cerrone got ahead of the play. He was the man serving the Bergeron penalty. And Buffalo, amazingly, working that power play to a 1-1 situation. And Cerrone makes it a 1-goal game.
Unselfish play, but a smart play by Vecchiarelli. He knew Cerrone was well out in front of him. Get the puck, headman it to the man who's open. Watch Vecchiarelli. As soon as he got over the center line, no offside. And Cerrone makes the simple, quick move to the backhand. Actually beats the goaltender very easily. Smart move there by Cerrone. But the momentum, you have to think, now goes all to Buffalo. They come out with a smaller deficit after stopping a penalty shot, going through a 5-minute penalty against. 1-goal deficit at this point.
Boy, how easily that could have gone the other way. Portland, the highest scoring team in the Western Conference, but really did not set themselves up with many good scoring opportunities. With all their passing, a lot of sharp angle stuff, and Buffalo will take that. And that passing can really use the clock. to their disadvantage in that situation. But of course, that's a strength too for this team. They set up some great scoring. And Buffalo's got the best D in the league. Interesting matchup. Beccarelli steals, 2:30 to go. Beccarelli's cranked wide of the net. Beccarelli backs it up to Nemeth. He'll flip it right back in. Glove down by Hendry. He's got Corvo in the slot. Nemeth goes in. Hendry couldn't set him up. Beccarelli tips it toward the net. Steered wide by Carlson. 2:20 to go. Third quarter. It's a one-goal game. Beccarelli out for Nemeth. Works it in front. Hendry was there through his legs. And the Buffalo crowd is oohing and eyeing with each pass and shot. Corvo, nice move around Baskarov. He still has it. In front. Shot! Stopped by the goaltender Carlson. And he hangs on. Pushing and shoving between the Russian and the Canadian player, and a standing O momentarily there from a big house at the auditorium, hoping to celebrate what? A championship in Buffalo? Maybe. 1:59 to go. Two of the Roller Hockey International Championship Series between the Buffalo Stampede and the Portland Rage. Buffalo leads the series 1-0 after winning Game 1 in Portland by the score of 11-8. Buffalo needs only to win Game 2 to win the title. Portland needs to win not only Game 2, but then force the minigame and win that one as well. We'll move ahead to further action when we wanted to get the outlet, and Vitusi was thinking about pouncing on the puck with St. Cyr in front of him. Inside 10 minutes remaining in regulation. Portland 7, Buffalo 6. Beccarelli in that sharp angle. Passing, score! Yes, it's in! A late response on a sharp angle shot. Socio from Beccarelli. The referee did not signal it. The red light was put on.
Goaltender is real upset, you can tell that. Not much of an angle there for Socio, but he seemed to find some room behind. The pass was precision right here by Beccarelli. Socio's on the other side. Now he raises his stick right away. So there's no doubt in his mind it went in. Now I think we're going to get a good look at it right here. Goaltender comes across. I don't see the puck. We can't really see it, and I think the officials are going to call it off. Another look there. The stick is reached around behind himself. The goaltender, Carlson, keeps it out. He kind of just shoveled. We'll try to take a look very slowly here. We'll look at the puck. It's coming across, but watch the stick of the goaltender, Carlson. He doesn't give up. He gets the shaft flat on the floor, and you can't see any puck crossing the goal line. So a big save by Lance Carlson. Buffalo thought they had it on the power play. Pretty good passing, but it never appeared on that look, and that was about the best look you could get at it, that it went across the goal line. There you see it, frame by frame. And Lance Socio's there, and he redirects it. And I think it's just a stick of the goaltender. He's reaching back.
The goal judge has come out onto the surface to explain his decision. He put the red light on a little bit of a delay, and the referee really never responded. Let's see. No goal.
No goal.
And I think our replays definitely support the officials.
Definitely, and I think the players here on the Buffalo bench are not really surprised. Alex Hicks was out on the floor, so he has a few words there for the official. Chris McSorley remains calm. That's the job of the coach.
You know, it almost looked to me, Jim, like the referee, or rather the goal judge, responded to the shooter who was putting his stick up.
Exactly right,
because he didn't put it up. He didn't put that light on right away. And perhaps that's what the goal judge said. It looked like it went in. He may not have even thought it was controversial at the time. Still 1:15 remaining on the penalty. They have 1:15 on the clock now. They'll have to adjust that. And they do. 10:44 on the clock.
John Black is looking up to the clock. Obviously, they want to work that out. I'm down here on the bench with Alex Hicks. Alex, I know you were talking with the official there. What was his explanation to you?
he said that he didn't see the puck go in, and I questioned him. I said, well, you pointed, so the only time you can point in the net when the puck actually crossed the line, he said he made a mistake. So if he's going to be calling stuff before the whistle, then who knows what the outcome of this hockey game is going to be.
Did he talk about the goal judge and his input at all?
He said the light went on, and it was between him and the goal judge, so I don't know what happened. The goal judge put the light on, he pointed, so there should be no question that it went in the net.
They have 10:44 on the clock here, and I'm sure more time has elapsed than that. A few minutes ago, and we said there was under 10 minutes to go. So I think they've added some time here. And I'm not sure anybody realizes that. Socio comes in. Socio crossed the surface, Corvo shooting, hit the leg of Valasevic, sent it all the way down. Jim, I wonder if we can follow up on that on the surface. There's 10:20 now on the clock. And the penalty was at 1:31. There's still 42 on that. So there's obviously some mess up. Anyway, in front, Cerrone goes across the surface to Socio. Back out to Corvo. The Socio shooting. Blocked by the goaltender. And he hangs on. And now we're told they're going to take a minute off the clock, which now reads 9:59 here at the auditorium. 30 seconds on the penalty. And they just moved it down to 8:59. So that's the official time in regulation. Another 30 seconds to go. But a lot of things happening here in the fourth quarter.
Buffalo wants to go to the front. It's Jason Cerrone. He's in front. Looking for a rebound or deflection. He had a goal earlier on a deflection. He had a breakaway goal, but that time the rebound was covered up by the goaltender. But Buffalo's forte, go to the net, drive to the net, get the big bodies in front, and try to create that traffic.
The RHI awards prize money somewhat similar to what you might see in golf or tennis. Winners making more and so on down the line. And it's heavily stacked toward the playoffs. The difference tonight is over $4,000 for the winner and loser. LeMay into Vecchiarelli. Big money indeed when you talk about mostly minor league players. That's a heck of a payday. Winning team will take about $8,000 and change extra for their playoff money. Losing team about $4,000 or so. LeMay comes in, shooting, score! Made deflected in front. LeMay got the blister off. Cerrone was screening the goaltender. A power play goal. We're tied at 7 with 8:35 to go. Wow.
It's just a simple game plan of the Stampede. I don't mean to sound so lackadaisical about the situation, but they're just going to what they do best. LeMay, he gets time, so blast. Why? There's traffic in front. It's Jason Cerrone again. And it's good timing here by LeMay. Look at Cerrone. It hits something. I think it hits Cerrone again.
Where he hit his skate?
There's a whole bunch of a traffic jam in front, and finally he just raises his arm. You see the deflection. It comes in towards the left side of the net, but it enters the net into the right, so it went off of Cerrone. He was trying to get his foot out of the way. He doesn't care. It's in the goal.
He's got a hat trick now. Quickly the other way. Levchenko wide of the net. Did that other one hit his skate as well earlier in the game?
The other one went off the skate. This time it looked like it went off the back of his calf or something. The puck was off the ice when it hit his leg.
He doesn't need a stick tonight. 8:13 to go. We're tied at 7, 2-on-1. Martin charges the net. Tix has it. Looks for the shot after passing it up. The opportunity to send it across to Martin. And Stoss comes back. Brister stopped by Bertuzzi, who hangs on. Buffalo down 6-1. With 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, has roared back, scoring 6 of the last 7 to tie up Portland at 7.
Down here, Craig, with head coach Sean Black. John, obviously a difficult situation for your team. Credit Buffalo, they really stormed back here.
Yeah, they're playing real aggressive, trying to take us out of our game, and they're doing a pretty good job of it from one standpoint, but on the other standpoint, referee's got to make a damn call here. Last time I saw that many elbows, I was watching World Wrestling Federation.
Well, it's not going against you. You're finding yourself in a situation where you have to kill penalties instead of working that power play. Getting down here, tie games. Any changes in plan here?
Oh, we just got to get off our heels and take it to them. Simple as that. We got here by taking it to them and going forward. We got to quit staying on our heels and playing a defensive shell here.
Well, they got to look to change. The coach wants them to pick it up, go back to their game plan.
Well, they Quadruple tag team effort here. 4-on-4 in the RHI. 7.5 remaining. We're tied at 7. Socio comes in around Valasevic, making a chance on the backhand. He comes in, shot, big stop by Carlson. Another shot, LeMay, and another stop by Lance Carlson, who hangs on. Great chance by Socio, who's shaking his head near the center line. What a stop by Lance Carlson.
Carlson coming up with a big save. He needs to get his team into this game. Buffalo is all over. Socio to the backhand, misses, runs out of room. And there's LeMay. He had the second chance, but the goaltender Carlson let Socio hang on. At the same time, though, Carlson doesn't give up. He slides across, and Socio just rang it just off the side of the net. But there's the relentless attack of Buffalo. LeMay was in position to continue to go. Everything's going Buffalo's way.
Trumpeter with a great hockey sound. It's simple, but it says everything. Let's go Buffalo. And that guy usually works in Quebec City, isn't that right, Jim? The NHL season?
Yeah, exactly right.
Corbo comes in. Boy, if this game's going up to Quebec, they're not going to be happy about that.
Is he playing that trumpet in French or English? I can't tell.
Might be a cornet. 7:13 to go. We're tied up at 7. Wow, this has been some finish. What a great finish for the RHI season. Again, Portland needs to win this game just to get even with Buffalo, and then we'll play a 12-minute mini game. Chris McSorley's team
hold one and try to take the other.
needing just a win here in Game 2 to win the championship. You can see the streak Buffalo had. 6-1 since the second quarter.
Just a little thing, Craig, but there's a lot of delay here between the faceoffs. That's the way Buffalo wants it.
Hicks gets the draw from Vecchiarelli, shooting off a leg. Trying to dump it out. Neal will grab it now. Jay Neal goes toward the net. Taken by Rimshaw. Andy with a goal and 2 assists. And now dump back to the Buffalo zone. Jay Neal goes after it. 6:50 remaining in regulation. Portland led 4-0 after 1. 6-3 after 2. 7-6 after 3. Buffalo has finally caught up with a Cerrone goal at 3:25. Vecchiarelli comes in. Throws it in front. Downey tosses it aside. Now St. Cyr able to dump back to the Buffalo zone. And Hendry flips it right back in. St. Cyr all the way down. That'll be an illegal clear. And they'll bring the puck back deep into the Portland Rage zone. Well, you look at Jerry St. Cyr. Led the RHI in goals this year. Also played in the Colonial Hockey League. And what a year he had there, scoring 113 points, 50 goals for the Thunder Bay Senators. And he won the championship there. A lot of these players are very familiar with championship opportunities and cashing in on them. Many of the Toledo players, some 6 players played for McSorley at the Storm and won the ECHL championship. Here's Zaharov coming in. We had Berdnikov going toward the net. Stolen now by Bashkirov. He circles with Berdnikov. Dumped wide of the net. Zaharov trying to wrap around, shooting on the line. It stops. Zaharov put his stick up, and he does not get the call he wanted it. So another close call on the goal line.
Zaharov trying to get that goal. His reaction trying to fool the official. I'm down here on the bench with Chris Valasevic. Chris, let's talk about this situation. It looks like your team is on their heels right now. Buffalo is really stormed back. Anything you can do to get the game back in control?
Yeah, we just got to get our confidence back. You know, we took a couple penalties. They got on a little bit of a roll. What we need to do is really settle down, get back to our game, get a little bit more aggressive, and get a little bit more confident in what we're doing.
Is there anything that they changed from the first half to the second half that's made it more difficult?
Yeah, they're coming hard now. Before they were, laying back a little bit and trying to trap us in the neutral zone. Now they're coming hard. We're creating some turnovers for them. We just need to settle down.
Bashkirov gets the draw back to Stas, misses with his shot. 5:52 to go. In regulation, Hicks comes out. Beccarelli charging toward the net. Hicks waiting. Screen shot. Blocked off the leg of Berdnikov, number 7. Beccarelli goes after it. The big goal scorer throws it wide of the net. John's been somewhat quiet tonight, having a normal game for a change. Here's Berdnikov coming in, flying around. Hicks shot stopped by Bertuzzi. A big one. Net got knocked off. The goalie put it back, which is nice. Keeps the game going. As Buffalo took it down. Alex Hicks goes after it. Craig Martin throws his weight, knocking the helmet off of Stas, who has to go for that helmet. Otherwise, it's a penalty. Beccarelli after it, centering. Bashkirov. Now to Stas up ahead. That could be an offside pass. And let him, actually let Neal play it. And that eliminated the offside. Bashkirov shot stopped by Bertuzzi. 4:50 to go in regulation. Legal clear waved off. Stas the outlet to Berdnikov. Comes down the lane. Zahara fakes the shot, still has it. Shooting deflected over the net. And we get a whistle from the referee. He's pointing it. He may have lost sight of the puck. Berdnikov got his helmet knocked off, but he could not call him for a penalty there. It was only off his head a few seconds. 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in regulation. Portland needs a win.
The life of a goaltender. Make the save, crash, the net comes off. What do? Well, hey, you keep the game going. Look at the goaltender. Reach back, get the net, put it back on the goal line, get set to play again.
Nice work there. Here comes LeMay looking for some more nice work. Big stick save, a foot save by Carlson, actually. Hendry taken down. Crowd looking for a call. 4:20 to go. Downey looks to check him. Now St. Cyr. Nice back pass for Valasevic. Here comes Chris Valasevic. Socio knocking it away. Tom Nemeth will play it. Down from St. Catharines, Ontario, not far from here. 1990 10th round pick of the Minnesota North Stars. LeMay going after it. Just checked away from the play. Actually, with the referee who fell down. And the crowd responding. Ref very slow to get up, in fact. Socio coming in. He has LeMay in the slot. Hooked down, no penalty. Nemeth. Taken away by Downey. Knocks it toward the line. Nemeth dumps it right back in. Now Downey again with 3:29 to go. Downey ahead to St. Cyr. St. Cyr shooting. Quick shot. Wide of the net. Valasevic avoiding the check. Taken away nicely by Socio. And he dumps it down. 3:15 to go in regulation. Referee Mike Condon is still hurting. Leaning over. Deep in the Buffalo zone. Grimshaw pushes around the D. Comes in. Nice stick stop by Bertuzzi. He got the stick out and blocked the deep by Andy Grimshaw. And we stay tied at 7-7. They're standing again at the auditorium.
Nick Bertuzzi, the goaltender, taking control with a little poke check here. Smart play. Grimshaw really doesn't have control. You saw the bouncing puck. And that's the key for the goaltender. He spots the player in trouble, goes out, and forces the play. And he swiped it right off the stick. One of the few chances Portland has managed here in the second half. And finally, Bertuzzi hangs on, covers up. Once again, anytime the game is slowed down by holding on to a puck for a face-off, just a little delay. I think Buffalo likes that. It keeps the tempo a little bit slower. Referees, get it away. Hey, Tommy Nevins trying to play there. Referee goes down. And I'm sure the fans had a good laugh on that one.
Landed right on that left knee. That's why he's still hurting. 2:52 remaining in regulation. Stas bats at it, high chopping puck. And it's finally contained by Zahara. Mike Zahara drops it back for Sergei Stas. Slap shot for a screen wide of the net. And up over the glass off the stick. And out of play with 2:37 remaining. There's John Beccarelli. Played for the Italian national team in Albertville in the Winter Olympics of '92.
One of the few times tonight you're going to see him without a Portland Rage player all over him. They've guarded him very closely, and I think Buffalo made an adjustment early in the game, especially on the power play setup. Beccarelli finding new ways to get open. The series and the championship is on the line. 2:37 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's tied 7-7. And certainly expect Beccarelli to be on the floor. That's exactly where he is. He's been intimidating just with his presence. John Black, the head coach of Portland, the game has got out of his hands. He has to find a way to settle his team down.
John Beccarelli likes to work on old cars in his spare time, loves Corvettes. He's looking for one. Shot from the point, stopped by Vitucci, and he hangs on. Just today in Bowling Green, Kentucky, they are opening up the National Corvette Museum and the ribbon cutting ceremony today. And John said, boy, I'd love to be there, but rather be here, at least for this one. But he'll get over there. Here's John Black. What a great story, John Black. He does not come from an ice hockey background. His family owned a roller rink when he was a youngster back in Los Angeles. He grew up in the industry. He's a lawyer. He specializes in insurance defense, but could not resist the lure of getting into the RHI 2 years ago. Shot stopped by Vitucci. He says, what would you rather do, depositions or be interviewed by Jim Fox and coach championship games? Bashkirov setting up, shooting, Berdnikov wide of the net. Good setup by Bashkirov. 2:07 to go. Stas dumps it in. Berdnikov goes after it. Berdnikov checked by LeMay. Beccarelli punches it toward the line. And now it's sent in offside by Bashkirov with 1:55 to go. Well, game rewind. Chris Bergeron, a high-sticking major, ejected, but Buffalo scored a shorthanded goal, and that evened up the power play goal by Portland, a major factor, plus the penalty shot stopped on St. Cyr's opportunity. And John Beccarelli, the big scorer, held to a goal and assist, but he has been effective. And, you know, you can't win a championship by yourself anyway. And John came in here with 19 goals in his last 4 games, but there's no way you're going to win it with one man. And tonight he's getting some support. And who knows, he might be primed for the game winner yet. He had 7 goals in game 1 of this series. As Socio comes in, drops it for Neal in the backhand, tries to get around his man, no penalty. That's a pretty good call in that situation. They're just too vital. Neal again in front, bumped by Downey, leaves it, shot, score! Hendry! John Hendry! UB and around Western New York, they are celebrating goal number 8. Buffalo takes the lead.
Hendry doesn't score much. He just picks up a little loose garbage there and rifles it right to the top of the net. Good reaction. I think, Craig, just another example of how Buffalo has pressured Portland into those little turnovers, especially in the second half. And Portland's run out of options. Carlson sets, and then it goes right over his shoulder. He kind of leaned in. He tried to stay with it as long as he could, but he knew right away, as soon as it went by him, it was into the top corner. Regroup, I think, is the issue for both teams. Buffalo has to try and get their mind back on this last minute and 27. 7th goal playoffs for Hendry. With Portland.
About 30, 40 seconds, okay? First chance you get.
With Portland, they have to try and find some way to get the momentum, to get the confidence back. And the fans here love it. John Black, he's got his hands full.
1:27 remaining. Hendry scored 12 goals in the regular season. He played a big role on the 1992 NCAA champions, Lake Superior State. He then won a championship in Toledo. As you look at the wacky fans here, he won it for Chris McSorley as well in the ECHL. So he had the NCAA title in 92, ECHL title in 94, and now he goes for the RHI title in the summer of 94. It's been a long summer for these players. This is their summer job. They'll go back to the ice in just a few days. But how rewarding it has been for both of these teams, and for that matter, for all the players around the RHI in big year number 2. 1:20 to go. Now Portland needs one for a tie. Balasevic throws it, blocked down, he's dumped down. Cerrone comes out, 2-on-1. Cerrone did not realize that he had Blessman, and he flipped it up over the glass with 1:12 to go.
Jason Cerrone has a little smile there. There's a 2-on-1 going, but he really was unsure, and the puck was on end. And that's the reason it made its way into the crowd. He wanted to get at least a shot on goal. And because it went so high, I think he's just telling his teammate, hey, I'm trying to get something going here. If it doesn't work, let's get a face-off. And that's exactly what he did. He just rifled it into the lower row of the stand.
Jim, when do you take out Lance Carlson? 1:12 to go.
I think you have to wait till you establish some kind of control down in the offensive zone. You know how quick it can turn here in roller hockey. I think you have to wait for that control. Otherwise, the other team can really counterattack quick. You need your goalie in for that.
He's moving out a little bit now. 1:04 to go. Shot steered up into the crowd. 1:02 to go. Face-off deep in the Buffalo zone. Let's see if he pulls him now.
That's the first part to this plan. Get the face-off deep in the zone. Then that gives you a good opportunity to see everything right in front of you. The goaltender can see if the face-off is won, and if it is, Lance Carlson, you see him, he's already halfway out. He's out to the top of the circles. If his team wins this draw, any kind of control, he's coming right to the bench for the extra attacker.
Jim, a lot of coaches at this point already pull a goalie.
I like this way right here because you have to wait to see where the face-off. Still 1:02 remaining. Now, you don't want to take your team out of it too early. There's a familiar face, Vecchiarelli. Cerrone with a hat trick tonight. You mentioned it just a few seconds ago, Craig. Vecchiarelli getting some help tonight on the offensive end. Cerrone coming up big, planting himself in front. Now he's there to take a defensive draw.
Ice hockey, your goalie is out. High-scoring RHI, you have some second thoughts. A minute to go. Buffalo needs only to win and hang on here to win the championship. Portland needs to win this one and the mini-game. That will only happen if they can win here, though. Balasevic plays it. Carlson working his way out, 45 to go. Balasevic comes in, slap shot, big shot! Kicked aside by Bertuzzi. 40 seconds to go. Carlson is halfway out of the net, and now he'll go back to play it with 35. Goes across the surface. He's got to come out now. 30 seconds to go. Balasevic comes in, the St. Cyr leading score lead, shooting! Wide, it was blocked by Cerrone. 25 seconds to go. Illegal clear on Buffalo. They'll bring it back with 20 seconds to go. Jim, I know this is not the NFL here. It's a growing league. Obviously, it's captured the enthusiasm around the country and here in Buffalo. But you've got to feel for these fans here who have lived through 4 straight Super Bowl losses. And that head coach is trying to bring them a championship. And it's going to feel as good as any if they can hang on for 20 seconds. Seconds remaining. John Black thought he had it looking good. He did. It was 6-1 at one point. With 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter, Buffalo has scored 7 of the last 8, including 2 in the third. LeMay got credited for the tying goal. Hendry with 1:27 left, scoring right now what is the leading goal. Balasevic is on the draw. Downey, St. Cyr, Grimshaw in a line. Balasevic actually is at the point now. And Bashkirov is the centerman. He goes for the draw. Bashkirov gets it back to Balasevic. Setting up Bashkirov. 15 seconds to go. They dump it down low to Downey. Back to Bashkirov. Setting up for the one-timer. Shot stopped. Puck is there. 8 seconds to go. Balasevic can't control it. Tries to center it. Goaltender still out of the net. Going over the cage. 2 seconds to go. Buffalo's going to win. won his 4th title in 2 years. 2 with Toledo. He goes back-to-back in the RHI with Anaheim last year and with Buffalo in their first year of the RHI.
Fucking lights, you fucking...
Oh, God, we did it! Oh, shit, we did it! We did it!
Good job, Mark. That's what it's all about.
Oh, God!
Good way, guys. Good way.
The best, you are the best, the best. I love you, I love you, I love you.
Oh, the emotion is so special in sports. Always culminates with this great moment, a championship. Jim Fox.
I'm down here with obvious MVP John Vecchiarelli. John, takes a lot of effort. Everything has to come together. Can you sum it up for us? I'll tell you, we came out a little flat. We got back on our feet. They took a couple bad penalties. We got the goals. We came out in the 4th quarter and we said, we got to go all out. We got nothing to save it for. We don't want to play no mini game. And we pushed it to our max. And when you do that, you don't want to save it for nothing. You're going to come out a winner. They knew they had to go to you, but you got some help tonight offensively. That had to be important. They keyed on me tonight, and I'll tell you, I couldn't get too many shots away. They were following me around the ice. It didn't matter where I go. And I'll tell you, our other players came through big. And I thank them. I mean, I couldn't do nothing tonight. They were watching me like a hawk. All right, John, go celebrate.
Chris McSorley, if his mic wasn't smashed.
You did it again. Hell of a job, buddy. Hell of a job.
Oh, he got him again. And Jim's got him now.
Down here with Chris McSorley. Chris, the fans here loving it. You got to love it.
Well, I tell you, come back, it almost makes it sweeter. They always said, if it's easy, it's no fun, and it doesn't appreciate it as much. God bless these boys.
You always say that you have the horses. What do you think came together for your team to go all the way?
I guess that shorthanded goal there, right there later in the game, and even though we gave up when we grabbed that shorthanded goal, that goes to tell you the type of heart this team has.
Well, Chris, time to join the team, I think.
I just want to say hello to my wife, Carrie, and Dad and everybody, and thanks for your support.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Very classy act. This is the Dennis A. Murphy Cup. Dennis, the founder of the ABA that merged with the NBA, founder of the World Hockey Association that eventually merged with the NHL. Dennis Murphy founded the RHI. The cup is named after him. Commissioner Ralph Backstrom is on the surface. Alex Hicks will take it around.
We came back.
Francis Passarelli, congratulations.
Thank you. I can't hug the referee in chief. I can't hug the referees in chief.
There's a lot of debris on the surface, not as easy to get around with the cup.
That's what it's all about, Mark. All this fucking grief.
Nick Vitucci, what a season he had. He played more than anybody else. Tonight he faced 41 shots. He gave up 4 goals in the first quarter, but he played very well after that. Buffalo was down 6-1 with less than 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. They scored 7 of the last 8, and they played like the champions they are. Jay Neal holding the cup. It's been an exciting season here on ESPN of Roller Hockey International, a breakthrough year. We hope you enjoyed it. I know for Jim Fox, we certainly had a ball bringing it to you. What a final. Buffalo, Murphy Cup champions of 1994. An 8-7 victory over the Portland Rage to win it all. For Jim Fox, I'm Craig Minervini. So long, everybody.